saying?
And do you think on these planets there's probably like one species?
Think about it. Dad's pretty religious. My mom,
Well, I wouldn't say religion. I wouldn't say spirituality. Because I think there's a distinction between the two.
my dad goes to church every Sunday, as does my mom. But my mom grew up like, in like my grandpa was a surgeon. So like she grew up in the science world. She's still in the science world. She's a nurse, but she does go to church. But I haven't really asked her views, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. So, but
Interesting. All
like my
right.
sister's a Buddhist, I think, and
Okay, I got a really good question for you. Now you just remind me. This is a good one. I actually study like the Buddhist philosophy and like their way of life, and I actually like got a lot of respect for it.
really,
But
see, I don't know anything about it, so I can't speak to it.
so if you could, if what religion to you or philosophy makes the most sense?
What? Wait, which one? Say what?
Like which philosophy out of all the different religions, beliefs, whatever you want to call it, which one makes the most sense for you?
I believe in the golden rule very heavily. Um, Treat others the way you want to be treated. I think that is one of the biggest lessons I can take away. Like I said, I haven't like looked at any of the other like Buddhism philosophy or any of the other religions or philosophy, so I can't speak to it too much. But I do know like the Catholics, it was like the golden rule is treat others the way you want to be treated, and I agree with that. And me and Daniel were talking about this, like no matter what you do in life, you're going to be judged, first of all, good or bad.
That's true.
And you should always, before you open your mouth to release a judgment, think about what that person has gone through today, yesterday, the last month, before you like, if someone walks up with raggedy shoes and before you like comment on their shoes or whatever it is, think about like what they've been going through and put yourself in their shoes before you make that comment, because at the end of the day, you making that
Wow, Michael,
comment might just like, you know what I'm saying?
that's
No,
real. That's real.
that's how I try to live, is like,
Like no, no, yeah, know the meaning of what you say before you say it. Like really think and just take that other person's feelings in consideration. And that's like
ex-
that's maturity. You know what I'm saying? When you live long
exactly.
enough to know, like, I'm not about to get on this person for what shoes they got on because I don't know their fucking situation.
You don't know the
You know?
situation. You haven't walked a mile in their shoes. You haven't been in their life, and vice versa. But
Ooh,
yeah,
ooh, wow, that's real. Is there like a paradox that you kind of live by that you find to be so true? Like on like a
paradox.
like I have one in my head and it just made me think like so if you want me to like give you an example of what I'm
Please do.
trying to think. So like one of the paradoxes I read before like a while ago, it said like words are spoken by the listener. And it was just so deep because when you think about it, it's like I can be speaking right now, but it's Michael that's really speaking because however you choose to interpret what I'm saying is you're the one speaking. So it's like if
Ooh.
I go to a nation and I'm just like, yo, that girl's bad as hell, they're gonna be like, she's bad. Why is she bad? Like what? But they probably take it literal, but for us, it's not that way. And that's just a small example. But sometimes when you think about how complex language is, like we
Hmm.
speak the same language, but it's like we still don't speak the same language because it's like your experience with each word is completely different from my
Yeah,
experience
yeah.
with
The way that
my
you interpret
words.
my words and vice versa are going to be
It's
different from the
that,
way
and
you
that's why
deliver.
people fight all the time. That's why
Very
there's
true.
so many arguments. But that's
That's
like one
why
of mine.
That's why I also enjoy phone calls or like snap videos as opposed to like texting, because you can never like hear the inflection in someone's voice. You know what I'm
That's
saying? So
true.
like if a girl's Snapchatting me or whatever and she's saying stuff and I'll send a video back, she'll be like weirded out by that and be like, no, send a video so we're gonna hear your inflection and hear
So
what
you hear
you
the tone.
sound
Yeah.
like and like your tone and whatnot. I have to say I agree with that paradox. That's a good one. I
It
can't
was
think
just,
of
it
anything
was,
else right now.
yeah, it was so deep, right? I was like, damn, this is why I'm always arguing with people sometimes. No, not always. That's a stretch. This is why, like, sometimes you just can't, like, humans can't get along, and it's for that reason. And we try to force our, like, ego or way of life on someone else's, and it's just like, it's, yeah. Wow, that was a deep ass conversation, Mike.
That was deep. That was
Man,
deep.
All right, you want to answer one of the questions from the fans?
Yeah, let's see what they got.
You should send everyone a snap video of yourself, since you said you rather like videos.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Someone said, y'all being deep. 6. All right, here we go. If you had to choose your character for All American, who would it be? Go ahead.
If you got to choose, why? Somebody said that to me in Breezy yesterday too. This is an interesting question. If I got to choose,
Like,
I can't. I don't like. I don't like thinking in that realm because it's almost like picking, like not being appreciative of where you're at now in a way.
No, I wouldn't say that
So
because I've always answered this question. Like, I think that Asher's storyline is dope. I love Jordan's storyline, don't get me wrong, but I think Asher's storyline is dope. And if I wasn't, up for Jordan and I got Asher, that would be sick. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm very, very appreciative of like having Jordan's storyline. It's amazing. But I think Asher's storyline is cool. Like very, very deep, very cool, and mixed is like would be my answer.
okay, mine would be Dylan.
Really? Get out of here.
Nah, I'm just playing. I really don't. Next question.
Oh, no answer. Next question. I heard that.
But no, I actually have a question though. This is from this question game thing. Is there anything that gives you like overwhelming anxiety?
Carpets. Getting
Are
out
you
of the car,
serious?
carpets. Yeah, man, that's anxiety. That's anxious.
Wait, wait.
Last night, dude.
Carpets?
Carpets. No, like red carpets. Sorry.
Oh, red carpets. Oh, okay. I agree.
Yeah, I keep
I'm
it
like
pretty.
carpets. I'm like, damn. I think you got carpet in your house,
Yeah,
bro.
my whole house carpeted. No, I'd say that, and then also like honestly, I got anxiety yesterday because I was going live with like fans, and just like meeting somebody for the first time always gives me anxiety. So I would say that. What about you?
Probably like red carpets, and then when there's like this movie that when I went to the premiere, it's like I never went to a movie premiere before in my life, so I don't know how it worked. But it was like a bunch of people, like you can't even count the amount of people, and they know everybody who's gonna be in the movie, so they wait, and then when they see you like leave, you get out the car, you start walking, they bombard you, bro. Like signature picture, sign it, send it. Bro, like I was like, and it's so sometimes it's like when you get under that amount of pressure, it's kind of like hard to like really be like, no. So my manager was like, all right, last one. But it's like when there's so many people like that, it's so crazy. I remember I was at the BET Awards like I think last year or the
Hmm.
year before, and then like I was walking without my publicist, and like group of people just came,
Yeah,
and then they start
yeah.
asking for pictures stuff like that, and I feel like my
It
heart
makes
is
you
like
anxious.
racing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm looking around, like I'm so, and this is like, dude, this is fucking scary. Like if they want to do anything with you, like they can. And like this girl, she asked for my number, and I was so like shook. I just like I was like, oh, it's blah 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 343 and I just gave it to her. And then like she texted me, and then I was like, I think this is the wrong person. This is not Da'Vinchi. Yeah, bro. Yeah, because then I finally got into
Oh,
my Zen space, and I was just like, all right, now I can think. Woo. And I just
I
like,
feel you on that though. Like fan interaction when it gets overwhelming. Like when I was in New York and like I was walking through Times Square, like we got me and somebody else, we got stopped like in the middle of the crosswalk, and like people like just like swarmed around us. It was the weirdest thing ever, and I was like, well, I'll take as many pictures as you want, but let's move out of the street so that way we don't get run over. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like, yeah, it's overwhelming at sometimes. Like it just gets your heart beating like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like I've never been to a concert or anything like that, so I really have like a phobia with being around like a bunch of people
Yeah,
like around me.
neither have
So it's
I.
kind of like that shit right there. That gets me all the time. That's like
That's
where
true.
I get the most anxiety.
That's true. Yo, dude, I'm gonna hop off here because I gotta pee really bad, to be honest with you.
Bet. All right, cool. Well, shit. I'm gonna hit you later.
All right,
Take
bro.
care, bro.
Peace.